Hi guys, I'm Shmi, we're at NIAS, the Detroit Auto Show, and finally the crowds have dissipated here on the Acura stand and we can take a look at the new NSX. Of course, the Honda NSX for those of us in the UK, but this is the final production version of the car. It's been announced that it's going to cost around $150,000, which roughly speaking would translate to £100,000, but normally there is a small premium for those of us in the UK. And deliveries are going to start in autumn, where customers can place orders in summer of this year. It's going to be done, interestingly actually, they said that customers will go to the website to spec their car, then send it over towards a dealer to presumably do confirmations and put in the booking, which is quite cool. Versus the concepts we've had in recent years, there are a couple of small changes. The main thing is actually with the engine, which has been changed to a 75-degree longitudinal unit, a twin-turbo V6, sort of derived from Honda's work in IndyCar. But it's a funny setup. It's obviously a hybrid car, twin electric motors in the front, and an additional electric motor at the rear. Makes a total of 550 horsepower. The number's not quite confirmed, I suppose it will be around that region. For that price point, that is phenomenal. There's a 9-speed dual-clutch gearbox made in-house by Acura, which is large. Obviously 7-speed is the norm. Peak at the interior. So I'm looking at it, that central dial there in the middle. There's a number of options. Quiet to track. Quiet obviously shuts that mouthy exhaust that's down here at the rear. Sat on the diffuser there. Up a little track, winds everything up to 11, I suppose. I like the wheel design the car's got. Door handles work by pushing in at the right side or the forward side and the rear lifting up, which is quite neat. To fit the new engine, this car's actually 3 inches longer than the earlier concepts were. It's 1 inch wider for a little extra cabin room. Got some new vents, so the vent there on the bonnet and I think at the side, and some slight changes around the front as well. If I just dip down here, we can take a look at it.
He's waiting on
Still trying to dodge my way around people. Always the way here. I like the sort of all the combinations of the red and black, like you have around there, around the mirror, down here at the front. These quite aggressive and sporty lines you've got going on, and the whole shape and the way the headlights reach quite a long way around there as well. It's pretty neat. Certainly hope that at some point I'll have an opportunity to drive one of these. I think it's going to be a pretty cool car. And of course, it's only about 6 months or so now until I'm sure the first cars, media cars, factory cars will be out and about. Although those will have the Honda logo, not the Acura logo that they have here. Different names in different countries. Let's have a peek over at the engine. A little bit of it that you can see. Of course, engines these days are always so low down to lower the centre of gravity and enhance the driving experience. Spoiler you can see here. Aerodynamics these days are king of optimum airflow, and I like the way the rear light here integrates through to the brake lights across the centre. Lots of vents with this mesh style around the car. You can peek in there, see a little bit of the exhaust system. Lots of fins on the diffuser, very aggressive. Silver touches on the door handles, actually interesting. Given how many other black highlights you have on the car, the roof, top, the side of the window pane, the wheels of course, I'm surprised they aren't blackened door handles, but perhaps that will be an option on the order list. But yeah, I think it has to be said, this car is looking pretty good. It'll be interesting to see how well it drives. It's certainly an exciting year at this sort of price point for new cars. 550 plus horsepower for £100,000 or so is quite an impressive achievement in a car that looks like a proper supercar. quite often you wouldn't quite get all the looks that match the performance. But it is certainly cool. Shame it's been roped off now, but this was the world premiere of this new car, new Acura Honda NSX. One final little look around, see what else I can spot or notice and talk about. So you've got the quite aggressive looking side skirts being in two-tone colours there. You've got that vent taking in airflow through the car and actually going all the way through. You can see all the way through it, which is quite cool. As well as the, I think it's probably the radiator or something just inside the vent there. Pretty large brake discs, unsurprisingly. The front is really cool. It's incredibly low. The sort of high point where the badge is. But there we go. That is the new Acura NSX on its world premiere here at Nias. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out the other videos from this year's show. That's it for now. I will catch up with you very soon. Cheers. Here we go then. The car looks absolutely fantastic in the bright red on the Acura stand here.
Right.